Thank you for tuning in to this video. If you remember the last video, we left off with the alphabet of D. But before we go any further with the alphabet of D, or rather we will be transitioning over to E because we had already covered alphabet E. There's something I want to go back just a few steps to show you in the alphabet of B, as in boy. Draw some lines here. And this, what I'm getting ready to give you, is another little rule for Gregg Shorthand. Let me write these two words, bang, which will be B-A-N-G, and bank, B-A-N-K. Now, I know that you already know how to spell that, but okay, now bang in Gregg Shorthand would be this. Notice that the N-G is a slant going down like this in that direction. Now watch the word bank. B-A-N-K. It is the same stroke going down, but it's a little longer. So this little stroke right here, that is your N-G. This is your N-G. And this longer stroke here is your N-K. Also, in Gregg Shorthand, the word that you will see most and the word that you will have to write the most in Gregg Shorthand will be this stroke right here. That is an ND. ND. That ND stroke stands for the word of and. If you notice when I talk, and of course all of us, we use the word and this, and that, and he, and she. So we use that word and quite a bit. So in Gregg Shorthand, you'll see that stroke quite a bit. So remember in the word bang, you're going to get your NG as well. Let me show you right here. If we write the word rang, R-A-N-G. Okay, if we write the word rank, R-A-N-K. So you see, you still have the NG here and the N-K there. You'll see in a moment when we get started on alphabet E why I purposely came back to show you the NG and the NK stroke in Gregg Shorthand. Let me erase this. And remember that stroke there, that backstroke from top to bottom, which is like a half moon backstroke, that stands for the word and, A-N-D in Gregg Shorthand. If you remember, in Gregg Shorthand, if you go from top to bottom, that's a V. But if you go from bottom to top, that is an N-D. N-D. Okay. We also have, if you make that same stroke 1/3 of the way up, that is T-H. And also, that is the Gregg Shorthand stroke for the word there. T-H-E-R-E. Now, I'll explain some of these other strokes here as we move on, but like if you wanted to write there was. Now, I'll explain the word was to you in a little bit, and I'll go over a lot of little words that we use quite a bit. But I want to get back to the alphabet, but I'm just showing you some things that we're going to be running into as we progress with the alphabet, with some of the words that I'm going to be writing with the coming up alphabet. So I want to give you that ND. That is your and. So we have the ND and we have the TH. So this is TH. Now watch this. This is, I'm writing on a slant. Okay, that's TH, NT, NT, and this is ND. If you notice, it is the same stroke, TH, TH, NT, ND. But they're different lengths, TH, NT, and ND. You'll see when some of the words I'll be writing here pretty soon, you'll see why I actually kind of jumped ahead and showed you some things. Also, to keep everything kind of interesting and to keep right before you at all times through these lessons, the great advantage of Gregg Shorthand is speed. I like to throw in some things. I like to jump ahead sometimes and show you just some things that we will be learning more in depth. So it'll keep an excitement about these classes here, these sessions. because it'll ever be before you as a reminder from time to time when I jump ahead, just to show you the advantage. For instance, and I'm going to give you one of those right now. We have a lot of words in the English language that we have prefixes. And we're going to deal with one whole session will be devoted extremely to prefixes and also the endings of certain words. But let me just show you the prefix of over. O-V-E-R. Now in Gregg Shorthand, if you write that word over, you simply make, that is the O in Gregg Shorthand. It is a slanted U. It's a slanted U. So it's small. It's like only 1/3 or so between here and the length of what you're going to make it. In other words, you wouldn't make it like that at all. But this is the O, and in Gregg Shorthand, whenever you write the word over, that is over right there. O stands for over also. So you see how quick that is. But now watch this. In a lot of words, the prefix of over, for instance, watch this. Overload. Overcome, overweight, overrate. Let's see, over there, th, over there. And I know I'm writing this without a line right now, and I'll put it on the line here hopefully in just a moment. I'm just trying to go through some of it to show you just how quick it is. Any word that starts with the prefix over. Let's see, what are some others? To overwork somebody. In Gregg Shorthand, a work is just an R, and you bring it into a K. It's just an R and a K. So overwork, overworked. You just add a D to it. So that prefix of over, you see how quick that is. Any word that you're going to have with that prefix of over, all you do is actually write the word over above the word. Like overwork, overwork, over there. Look how fast that is. Let's see. How about overtime? Like you're going to work some overtime? Overtime. In Gregg Shorthand, one of the prefixes is T-I-M. And you can get that prefix by going from from the bottom all the way to the top. But now this same stroke stands for also T-O-M. It also stands for D-E-M. I know this writing is looking like a mess here, but I'm on a slant. Please bear with me. And I know I'm going kind of fast and throwing a lot at you here that has nothing, well, it does have something to do with the alphabet, but